What's going on, Attack Squad? It's your boy Roman, aka Mr. Anime 343, back at it once again. And today I am joined by my fellow Council of Leap alumnus, ED Listener. So, anyway, anyway, what we're talking about today is, the ever so loving growing backlash of freaking fan service in anime. And how, people are on.
Thanks. If I have to deal with fucking fart jokes in kids' shows, I should be allowed to have some fan service in my fucking anime.
Amen, hallelujah, peanut butter to that. Because basically, I don't know about you, but these Puritans always actually screeching that, the women in anime are, being used as sex objects. And mind you, you're actually a bisexual woman. And, it's like you've been saying, they're actually treating you as if you're a freaking unicorn. Like, you don't even exist.
Bisexual women and lesbians.
Exactly. Also, I just had to get this. This just came in the mail today.
Nice.
Oh, man. I should actually do a follow-up video to this. And, also freaking read Fire Force just to actually give these people the metaphoric middle finger.
I mean, like, the Powerpuff Girls reboot from 2016. I wanted to give it a chance because there have been, in the rare cases, good reboots. Sadly, the Powerpuff Girls reboot was not one of those. And they had a scene with a drugged out panda making two little girls who are canonically 6 years old twerk. Yet people about lollies and stuff, and it's like, hey, at least lollies are legally an adult. What is Powerpuff Girls 2016's excuse for making 6-year-olds twerk?
Yeah, don't even get me started on that video of that one little girl twerking in freaking Times Square. Ugh.
Yeah, I will shame you as a parent if you're letting your child twerk in public.
Exactly. Oh, man. We're just living in an absolute clown world, but I definitely enjoyed that meme you actually made, with the My Hero Academia saying your ability is to actually be a clown.
Hold on, I'll pull it up to give the exact thing for people listening. Here it is. Imagine living in a world where everyone gets an amazing superhuman ability and yours is being a clown.
Oh, dude, that was just really beautiful.
I regret nothing because you are a clown. Maybe if you stop honking your fucking nose, people would take you seriously.
Well, that's true, but, that's easier said than done.
Well, like, and I am not giving my username for any of you wokey bastards who are watching, because I ain't letting you bastards get my new account banned. But I'm back on Twitter, baby.
Good to actually have you back. And also, I did actually share the links between both Discord and our Council of Leaves, of course.
Yeah. The only reason I haven't gone after Fat Bastard and tell him he's a whiny little baby is because I don't want him claiming you sicked me on him. If I drag someone, it's because they pissed me off. Whether it's they mess with my friends or they're fucking hypocrites like defending abuser Herd. And I really do fear for that child she has now, because she's either going to neglect it at the best option and there'll be a nanny who will give the baby love, or that baby's going to be found dead in the crib and her saying, I just don't know what happened, and everyone knowing that she probably smothered the poor thing because it wouldn't stop crying.
Exactly. And AH is just, a total nightmare. And
anyone who says, "Oh, I really don't think she would do that," then it's not uncommon for domestic abuse to lead to child abuse.
And I know I've been a victim of child abuse myself. Ugh, mostly physical.
So, and what sucks is I'm hoping for the best option in which this kid's raised by a nanny, but that's just heartbreaking because they're never going to get their mother's love. But then you think about the worst option of what could happen and that baby ending up dead because I'm sorry, I'm not going to be surprised if it turns out that Amber Heard smothered her child because it wouldn't stop crying.
Exactly. I mean, there are people that are fit to be parents, and that's actually a huge responsibility. And then there's also those that are not fit to be parents. Let's just put it at that. But I've actually learned something through my child abuse episodes that I was actually suffering through as a kid. I've actually learned not to actually, treat kids blood or step. Okay? I'm going to treat them with love. I'll treat them as if they were my own. And, I'm going to show them all the love and all the compassion and just let them be kids. I may scold them once in a while if they've done wrong, but I'm not going to go around and actually physically hurt my kids. Because nowadays.
Also, Abuser Heard, when she was with Johnny, now, I don't know for sure. It's been a while. Maybe it's turned out to be true. But she claimed that Johnny's daughter, Lily, was bisexual. Maybe she is. I haven't looked into it recently. But if she is, then that was awful of that bitch to out her when she wasn't ready to come out yet. You don't do that to people.
Exactly. If I actually ever had kids that's LGBT, I'd actually would be showing them. Okay. Hold on a second. Somebody's actually asking me to show off my My Hero Academia shirt. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't care what people say about My Hero Academia. I'm still a diehard fan. Whether the fandom is toxic or not. I mean, I'll still support the show, but I won't support the fandom because, thanks to all these.
I'm the same way with Steven Universe. Love the show, hate the toxic fans that would tell a 15-year-old to end her life because she drew Rose Quartz skinny. And I'm going to say this again, and I'm sorry for anyone who never watched the show when it was on the air and thus are going to get spoiled, but turns out Rose Quartz is Pink Diamond, who is a skinny bitch. So any of y'all who were like, do it to this poor girl for doing her own interpretation of a character. And they went after the crew when they were like, look, this isn't going to affect the canon of the show. Let artists draw the way they want to. But they basically bullied a girl who pretty much inadvertently showed that Rose Quartz wasn't exactly the heavy girl they thought she was.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. And also, I can't stand all these, shippers actually trying to force their, freaking, headcanons onto people like Horikoshi, for instance, trying to think that, Kirishima or Bakugo and Deku are actually freaking in a relationship.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I think Kirishima and Katsuki would be a cute couple, but I understand if they're actually hetero because that is the creator's choice. But when it comes to ships like Izuku with Katsuki, I'm like, did you not see what he put that poor boy through growing up? Why the hell would you encourage such a thing? Oh my God. No. You don't want someone to get into a relationship with someone who has been toxic to them. Yes, Katsuki's gotten better as the story's gone on, But in my opinion, if one of my childhood bullies came up to me and said, "Hey, all that bullying was because I liked you," I'd be like, "Okay, well, fuck you. I still have mental issues thanks to you. You can fuck off and go fuck yourself with a rusty dildo."
Ooh.
I hate that thing of, "Oh, well, if they're mean to you, they must like you." And it's like, no, that makes me not want to give them a chance because it's like they're treating me like shit.
Exactly. But in all seriousness, like, I can't stand people always actually trying to actually say that, Tamaki actually ruins freaking, what I want to say there. Tamaki actually ruins Fire Force because of, her being a fan service character. I mean, she actually uses her sexiness to actually, defeat the bad guys. What's wrong with that?
This is like the thing with Faye from Cowboy Bebop. She's basically smart enough to know that, hey, sex will help me get what I want. So she uses it to her advantage. But no, everyone just assumes she's just there to be fucking eye candy.
Yeah, that's just the thing. You see, these people really need to learn to pull their heads out of their asses. Personal opinion, by the way, that, we deserve to actually have something, that us fans can appreciate.
And I'm sorry, but
hold on. There. Sorry about that. I had to close my window because my grandfather's actually mowing out there. But go ahead.
I'm sorry that potato women aren't liked as much as regular women, but the reason why I like Steven Universe was because you had a variety of women. You had your typical, curvy hot women. I mean, some of the gyms fit that role, but then you had skinny flat girls like Pearl. You had chubby girls. You had girls like Rose Quartzes. Not necessarily the Rose Quartz, since we find out she's Pink Diamond later. We have muscular girls that are still more or less attractive, like Jasper. You had tiny girls like Peridot. Basically, you had every type of body type for a woman in Steven Universe. Now it's basically, we basically have to have this anthropomorphic amoeba person in order for whiny women who don't even try to make themselves look nice to get a man will be happy with themselves.
Exactly, but here's the thing. Another thing right there is it's actually due to third and fourth wave feminism, because they actually see, men as actually, the oppressors. They're the oppressed. There is actually a glass ceiling. And yet you got all of these like nice guys tipping their hats to these ladies, expecting them to drop their panties for them.
Yeah, I love how they don't realize that the guy who's like, "Oh yes, you're so right. Men, my fellow sex are pigs." And it's like, you do realize that he's hoping that because you're so desperate to get looks, you'll drop your panties so he can get some.
Yeah, not gonna work. Exactly. I mean, look at what I want to say there. Neil Cuckman. What he actually did to freaking The Last of Us. That game was actually just an absolute gem. But then, of course, freaking gender identity had to be thrown into there because, God forbid, sexy women shouldn't be allowed to actually be existent. And yet, it's like what Manic said. This is why anime women are actually so all the more popular.
And these idiots wonder why people like the fucking Joker. It's because Joker actually brings up good points. He doesn't bitch about about how it's unfair potato women aren't seen in media. He actually talks about how things like the rich aren't fair.
I'm kind of actually, I actually really have to blame the British government for this. No offense, Mr. Meteor64. He says, "Hi, I am here to say that the growing issue with fan service is capitalism. It costs £155.62 for Queen's Blade Seasons 1 and 2. Screw that, release the anime and I will import it." Yeah, unfortunately, here's the thing. People think that, freaking capitalism is evil. No. Without capitalism, we wouldn't actually have, all the things that we have right now.
Oh, I gotta send you a meme I found recently now in Council of Weebs.
Okay. I just actually saw Dio and, oh, hold on. I'll be right back.
Just go to Twitter, it's there.
Oh my god, I just love that. It's just, mwah. You're not a revolutionary fighting capitalist imperialism. You're just a Twitter user. That is absolutely just so fitting, if I do say so myself. Absolutely fitting. Just, mwah. Oh, I mean, I just couldn't help but.
Also,
okay.
Can we talk about that post that Abuser Herd made on Twitter on 9/11? And it's like, already bad enough you're being so pretentious to think anyone likes you, considering you turn your comments off unless people follow you. If it weren't for the fact that I feel dirty afterwards, I'd follow her just long enough to tell her she's a piece of crap. But alas, I don't want to feel dirty afterwards, so I don't follow her.
Oh, don't even get me started on that one freaking Superman writer that actually decided to actually, be all anti-American and trying to say, oh, I really hate this kind of thing because, oh, it's just, here's the thing. People should actually have a right to enjoy something. In fact, this is my personal thing. The writer for Superman actually decided to actually go after the first responders by saying that they're actually, threats of human society because they were trying to do their jobs and rescue as many people as they can because, oh God, people always actually know how to be, freaking, what I want to say there.
Oh, what? They were supposed to leave people to die in the wreckage? What the fuck kind of logic is that?
Wow. Did anybody say Superman? What's up?
I'm talking about that Coates guy, the one that actually is writing the new Superman story, and how he actually was saying, what I want to say there, that the first responders for 9/11 are actually threats to America, and they were actually just trying to actually save as many lives as they can before the towers came down.
If people are complaining about that,
yeah,
come on, man. Come on. We're not going to sit up here and complain about people trying to save lives. You can't be serious, America.
Isn't that a thing in My Hero Academia where Izuku's told, just save who you can because you're not going to be able to save everyone?
I mean, there's some truth to that because we can't save everybody, but at the same time, you do what you can. Yes, but it's just people always want to complain about something. It's like, listen, I can understand complaining about this.
You there, Neo?
I think you might be having
about that. You have every right to complain, but to complain about people saving lives, come on, dude.
Exactly. Basically, this is why we actually have, we have the fire department, the police department, paramedics. They actually risk their lives every day to protect us. But yeah, we actually are talking about people like Antifa, BLM, all these like organizations that are trying to defund the police and all that stuff, try to actually say. Or remember that time when somebody was when I think it was either Antifa or BLM was actually trying to prevent a freaking ambulance from getting to the hospital because they were actually carrying a police officer inside that was critically injured.
Wow! Don't ever do that in front of me. I don't care if the guy was forced to work for Hitler. You are no better if you cost someone their life. I will punch you if you do that.
Seriously, like it's getting really fucking ridiculous with this shit. These people need to get beat the fuck up in the street because they complain about stupid shit. You don't fucking sit up.
There was actually a thing where a member of Antifa got shot and one of his buddies screams, "Police, police." And I'm like, I thought y'all wanted the police defunded. You can't have it both ways.
Yep. Good.
Oh yeah,
shoot that motherfucker.
Thing.
Yep. Shoot his ass and don't give a fuck. Those people need to fucking die, man. Someone who had the right idea. Oh, and they're gonna defund the police. All these people should go and start just killing Antifa members. Hopefully, the police don't come. Motherfuckers need to fucking die.
My God,
and SJWs.
Mr. Meteor's right. It is like the plot from the first Incredibles movie. Fiction is not supposed to be a handbook. Stop using things like 1984 or 5, whatever it's called.
Yeah, 1984. That's George Orwell.
These are supposed to be what ifs, these are supposed to be what ifs for our countries and stuff, not a how to for our country.
Yeah, man, it's
yeah.
It's
in fact, I just actually have a feeling that. Good, yeah. Didn't cut you off.
Yeah, man, it's like these people really are stupid. It's like when normal people look at something, they're like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting to think about. That's some food for thought." When these idiots are like, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Let me go and try it." And then every other idiot surprisingly goes and fucking tries it. I'm like, are you serious? And people want to talk about we're past our barbaric ways. Get the fuck out of here. No, we're not. We're fucking not me, not weird. No, they are fucking still stupid. I can even say they're dumber than the cavemen. Like, wow.
Yeah,
man.
It's just completely stupid if you ask me. I totally agree, Neo. Here's the thing. People should actually understand, like, I like to bring this up on, in honor of freaking Dionysus. Shimonetta is actually a really good example of a what if. Like, if we can't actually have sex, they have to wear these stupid collars around our necks. We can't say anything dirty. We can't even, touch anybody. We can't even actually do anything fun without actually freaking having, the whole puritanistic police actually coming down our necks. Oy.
I mean, listen, here's my thing. It's nice to listen, being sexual is part of our nature, but have some balance. That's all I'm trying to say. Because if you're sexual all the time, it will become unhealthy. So it's always good to have balance. For real.
Here's how you try and make sure nothing bad happens. Make sure to educate your kids to carry condoms and stuff in case things go too far.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's like, seriously, and nobody teaches that no more. Nobody teaches that. Is this a picture of Astolfo? Oh, it's Astolfo as a female. Something I wish that would have happened.
Dude, Astolfo's a guy.
I know. I said I wish he was a female. There was a picture of him as a female. That I actually like that. But a person can dream, right?
Exactly. We all have dreams. We all can actually, think what we want.
Oh, this don't look too. This right here is just straight up weird. I'm on DeviantArt, right?
Yeah.
on my
Yeah.
DB's even GT for life profile and stuff like that.
Cockadoodle pussy, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, hey, what's up? And I see a
Oh,
picture of a muscular Astolfo, but there's like a what is it? There's like a big black box or square right there to cover his penis as a sensor. But I'm like, okay, Astolfo being buff and wearing those female garments look really fucking weird. I mean, look, here's another one. This is not showing anything, but he's pretty ripped in this picture. It's so funny to see him ripped. That is some funny shit. Astolfo being ripped. That is hilarious.
Yes.
check it out, guys.
Nice. Hold on, Dee, did you ever
Actually, like Fire Force.
So do I. Also, did you happen to see the panels that we were all talking about where Tamaki tells the Puritan guy to basically shut up, I will be sexy if I want to.
Mm.
If not, I'll try to find it.
Sorry if I'm a little
I actually
distracted. I'm cooking tomato soup, so I have my phone in the kitchen.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I mean, if you haven't seen the panel, I'll be more than happy to show you because it's one of my favorite moments in Fire Force. Because even though the creator doesn't flat out say, yes, this is an FU to the feminists and the Puritans, you can still see it and go, this kind of sounds like he's saying FU to the Puritans, and I'm all about that. Because
Well, just send it to me in private DMs on Discord.
because it's just that's what we need. We need these companies to sit there to stand up and say, "Shut up." If you hate skin so much, go watch Peppa Pig or Muppet Babies.
This actually reminds me of that song of "Shut the F Up."
Oh yeah, Pink Guy, shut the fuck up. I love that song.
Shut the
It's
fuck
actually you're fun. Shut the
Suck my dick.
Hold on, dude. There we go.
But no, it's just we need more of that. We need that here in the fucking West. I don't know if you guys seen it. I don't know if you brought it up because I know I'm like 20 minutes late, so I don't know exactly what you were talking about except for both Big Dick and Starfo. But I seen that picture more than
Of course, you will bring that up.
You're the one that brought it up. I came onto this stream and
dude, I saw it myself. And listen, man, it was censored. So I didn't have anything to talk about, but it was censored.
Think of the children on DeviantArt.
But anyway,
I know Devil May Cry stuff. So,
but let's talk about the Project Eve game real quick because I've seen this one beta ass user on well, hold on, let's get this out of the way first.
Wait, no, I have one more thing. People talk about video game and anime preservation. Me, then, where's this effing preservation? Do it already. I mean, yeah, I totally agree with you, Mr. Meteor. It's just, ridiculous. But, I kind of feel bad for him because, basically, according to him, he says, he has to pay, upwards to about 156 pounds. And, he's just to actually get Queen's Blade Seasons 1 and 2.
I need to get me that too. But what I was saying though is, so Project Eve, it came out, it looks beautiful, it's made in South Korea, and one thing we need to know about South Korea, when they make video games, they make it look beautiful as possible. Like, they go all out. And that's just, beta white male with a tiny penis, because let's face it, this guy has to have a tiny wiener. And so, he's basically acting like a typical anime male protagonist, where you see the girl, it's like, oh, but that's too lewd. But the only difference is that's funny. Meanwhile, you got this real life guy who's just uncomfortable with how Eve looks. Mind you, she's modest. It's not like she's walking around with big old mummy milkers or anything like that. She's like a A to B cup. Yeah. And it's ridiculous because he was acting as if she was lewd as hell and, sucking on a banana and shit. It's like, dude, calm down. We get it, you're a beta, and you're probably trying to get some clout and hope that you get Milady's coochie who will feel sorry for your tiny penis.
Newsflash. How foolish she is. She wants Superman, not the Blob.
She want
But
that
it's
Superman.
But it's just
ridiculous.
yeah,
But
exactly. No, that's what I was gonna say. It was just really stupid because you have a character with a beautiful design, modest by all means, and there's plenty of other characters that look beautiful and stuff like that. And these males, these beta males, I'm not. I refuse to call them males because that's an insult to every guy here in the audience and everyone else who has the Y chromosome. And so it's just these beta ass soy drinking spineless tiny dick baldest losers. I think I got everything there. But
you should actually episode was thinking about that. That's if
yeah, and it's just,
Oh, you mean the guy who can't talk without being like...
oh yeah,
Oh,
what
yeah,
a
that-
boy. The
Butter
listen, listen, I hate you guys.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
all fuck off.
We need Child Golden. You need to shut the hell up, Mr. Anime 343. You're a Cheeto finger neck beard. Oh, I need some water.
And then he eats butter. Then he just eats a tub of butter as he gets done saying that. He needs his nutrition, air quotes there, because it's butter.
Man, that's killing you. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
But
Oh, you
anyway,
guys seen Captain Carter from the Marvel What If, right?
no, but the way you're saying it sounds like it's a bad thing.
I haven't even seen Marvel What If because
Listen, man. Okay.
Just in case
Imagine
it's
this.
woke.
Imagine this. Imagine Ruby's animation, but in a shittier art style.
Ooh.
That's what it is. It's made by this. It should be made by the same software. Like, dude, the shit these SJWs do to these characters, man.
Yeah, I just wish that freaking.
I just literally
Okay.
face palmed.
Okay, guys, if I could actually interject here, basically, I wanted to say this. If I wish they could have stayed with what Monty actually left for Rooster Teeth to do after his death, but instead they just decided to freaking exactly. They just actually threw.
Personally, if I was Rooster Teeth, I would just cancel Ruby outright because, the creator is dead, so the series can't continue any longer. I'd rather do that if I was Rooster Teeth.
I mean, that's what pissed me off about Kathleen Kennedy. She basically asked George for a story Bible for the 3 movies, and instead of using them, she threw it in the trash after pooping on it.
Yeah, because we have to have our woke politics. We gotta have the lady be strong and just super everything.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, and that's what bugs me. People want to say, "Oh, Captain Carter is stronger than Captain America in every way." I'm like, dude, they're essentially the same character. They should have the same fucking power level. It's not. Exactly. Oh my god!
But you gotta remember, it's
Captain Carter was a Super Saiyan. Who knew?
But you gotta remember though. Whenever something new comes out that's supposed to appeal to the basement dwelling neckbeards, aka the Wokies, it's better because shut up, you man baby.
Well,
like,
if you're gonna call me a baby, it better be fucking.
Well, joke's on them. Our stuff is doing much better. Like, look at Demon Slayer, how they're destroying the entire comic book industry.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
which
Oh,
pisses me
No
the
jokes
fuck
on them.
off because these people, these SJWs won't learn. That's what pisses me off. How does fucking Demon Slayer outsell Superman comics? Get the fuck out of here. This is what happens when SJWs come in and ruin shit. You fucking up the money.
I'm getting tired of this thing of I am not Starfire is beating mangas. I'm like, bitch, where? I've seen a bunch of I am not Starfire comics, whereas things like even the slice of life stuff is selling more than I am not Starfire.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
well,
Because I am not Starfire is just a. I don't know, man. I don't know what they was.
it. I'm not Starfire. More like I'm Dumpster Fire. Am I right, guys?
Oh, burn! That
What?
is a good burn.
Where's
Waka
that
Hey,
coming
guys,
from?
what if, guys,
Yeah.
this is a scary
Good.
thought I had. What if I Am Not Starfire was actually Teen Titans 2003 Season 6?
Oh, God,
shut
no.
your dirty mouth.
I
And
mean,
the words of Mad Max. Do not
Don't
tempt
wait. They will have to retcon so much stuff. They will have to make Starfire look different. They will have to make her daughter not look fat. And they will have to put Robin, Cyborg, Beast Boy, and Raven. They will have to retcon so much stuff. So it wouldn't make sense if that was season 6. It wouldn't make sense.
I still think
Okay,
it could
good. Okay, good.
I still think the story could have worked better if the girl that Mandy or whatever her name is had a crush on was like, "You're so lucky to have a hot-looking mom. I wish I could get to meet her up close and personal." You know, basically damage her self-esteem. Then that would explain why she's a fucking bitch to Starfire.
Yeah, but you gotta remember the woke created this, which I want to throw something out there real quick. Like, I was watching this, I forgot her name, but she's a female YouTuber who reads the woke comic books, which, F in the chat for her for being so brave to read this, garbage.
Like the
He
nostalgia
did?
trip. She reads it so we don't have to.
Yeah, then that's the woman. But she was reading the Mother of Madness comic, and oh my god, the first page, she is talking. She isn't, thinking this. She's talking this because you see the word bubble, and it's nothing but exposition bullcrap that no one wants to even hear. Like, guess what, guys? She played Undertale pacifist mode. It's like, okay, and right? Like, you look at, say, something like Naruto.
The neutral route is better.
You see something like Naruto, right? Where he doesn't have to say anything. All you have to do is just watch him. Oh, he's a misfit. He's, putting graffiti on the Mount Hokage, right? And he just he has the dream of becoming Hokage. We also find out that, everybody hates him. We see this with our eyes.
Basically, all the stuff he does, like graffitiing the Mount Rushmore of Hokages, is basically him trying to get some kind of attention because people try to ignore him. So basically, it's a case of negative attention is better than no attention.
Yeah, and meanwhile, this, in the Mother of Madness bullcrap, not only does she give you information dump that, again, doesn't contribute to the overall story, we also get the straight man talking about how, I don't know exactly what he said, but, ma'am, it's like, don't sputter such transphobic nonsense. Mind you, he didn't say anything about trans people. But these Wokies, they will. It doesn't matter if you say, I don't like chocolate milk. They will sit there and make it out as if you just committed a war crime and that you're a racist for whatever reason, right? Because that's what they do. They stretch the well, not in the truth. They stretch their own BS to make you out to look bad.
In other words, they actually like to spread their own toxic propaganda to try to actually pop you up as the bad guy.
So just
Yeah.
Sure, we're talking about the comic where the woman uses her period blood, right?
Yeah, when
Oh
she
god! Oh
goes in.
god! Oh god! No! 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 That's just disgusting.
Dude, let me
And
say this.
tell me,
I'm
pubic hair?
listen, man. Let me
My
say this.
God.
Hey, dude. The thing is, I'm just waiting for the day where people, these SJWs, start comparing Captain Marvel or Captain Carter to Common America. I can't wait to see that day come. And if it does, please let me know because they're gonna start doing it. And I think
Common America is better than the new woke crap. I'm always going to say that right here and right now.
All I'm
Yeah.
gonna say is that ability sounds like something a wokey who complains about Horikoshi not shipping Katsuki and Izuku together's OC would have.
Yeah, and also, like I can see right now a fucking goddamn SJW bitch saying, "Oh, I bet Captain Carter will own Common America." I'm like, Common America actually has powers, you idiot.
Yeah.
Carter or Steve doesn't have powers; they have super soldier serum. That enhance their human abilities. They don't have
Neo,
powers like that.
I got a question for you because I argued with someone about this. But who wins in a fight? Voldemort or Superman?
Wait, what?
Superman. What the
Of
fuck?
course, it's always gotta be Superman. Like
Nigga, be quiet, Lord Dionysus. Now, like I said, Voldemort does have some powerful magic, I guess.
Hey, Neo, I need to ask Neo, does Superman's dick taste good? Is that why you are sucking the super dick?
No, I don't do
Dionysus,
that. But the way you suck on
Dionysus.
Stoffel's dick, it makes me question you. I don't do that shit though. I'm not on nobody's dick. But like I said,
that could be fired back at you, Dionysus.
like
How
I
so?
said, the thing is about Superman is that the shit that he does is pretty much like the only character I could think of that could actually possibly fight on Superman's level with that doesn't seem to actually even try is Saitama. That's the only character I can think of that's really like written to be just so powerful. No,
Well,
but what?
one thing is. Now, also one thing that I did want to throw out there real quick to kind of bounce back to the whole period woman thing. I did want to throw it out there just in case anyone dares and say how we're being misogynistic because it's a woman's time of the month. Listen, if a guy who had the superpower of if he got a boner, he got superpowers, I would still say that is stupid and disgusting as well because
A
what
guy's
the
jizz
actual
is used to be bullets or something.
yeah. And it's like, this sounds like something a 14-year-old would write. Because, like, how do you sit there and go, it would be a great idea, have a superhero who is a woman and she gets superpowers by the time of the month.
Oh,
Like, shut up, that's stupid. Go away.
As a matter of fact,
sorry.
Lord. Oh, I'm sorry. Finish.
I'm sorry, but this character's power sounds like something a wokey who complains about things in My Hero Academia but claims to like the show OC would have, since the whole thing with My Hero Academia is anything can be a quirk. Even the thing I used for wokies and for wokies complaining about the show now, which I'll reread the thing, but Mr. Anime knows what I'm talking about. Imagine living in a world where everyone gets an amazing superhuman ability and yours is being a clown. And there actually is a character thing is he's a clown.
Well, man, to be fair, we don't know what he can do. Like, you've seen it. Okay, maybe that's his thing.
Oh God, please don't suggest such things. That seems more like a villain thing then. But my point still stands that this comic book character seems like she'd be some OC since anything can basically be a quirk. Even having your head be a word bubble is a quirk.
Hey, Lord Dionysus, I gotta. I don't. What the fuck am I calling you, Lord? Dionysus,
Yeah, call me Lord Peasant.
motherfucker, you're no Lord. You're a goddamn fucking micro bitch. Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, I gotta ask you a question.
What?
Why do you hate Superman so much? And don't bitch, because I already know how you get. Why you hate Why you hate Superman so much? Tell me. Why do you get on your fucking
Oh my
man
God, I'm about to answer
over
you.
Superman?
Yeah, I'm about to answer you. Shut up.
Keep talking.
Anywho, but no, I mean, I don't really hate Superman. I just love, pulling your chain. That's basically what it is.
Hey,
And
Neo
it's also because of
23,
SJW stuff, yeah.
I actually,
So,
like Superman, so I really enjoyed the animated series.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Guys,
It wasn't
when
as
I
good
was
as
a
that.
kid,
Whoa. Who's trying to talk?
Shadow.
Eating poker. Shut up. Oh, sorry. Good job.
I mean, I used to dislike Superman as a kid because I used to think he was quote unquote boring. But as an adult, I appreciate him now for what he did for the comic book industry, or at least did.
And I
What he
also
tried to
thought
do.
that too. And also, I do want to thought that too. Like, I do like the evil Superman thing, but at the same time, it's like, come on, DC, you keep going back to this right here. Can we make Batman into the villain? Since to be fair,
Yeah.
like Batman knows everyone's weakness, so he would be far more dangerous than Superman.
Yeah, they even said in the Justice League when I think it was Superman who asked, "Well, what's there to take you down?" And he says, "I hope it never has to come to that." Basically, he knows someone will take him out while he's the one who takes everyone else out.
Yeah, exactly. And also now, Neo. Now, I want fairness. I want to make sure that we are cool because I do know I can play a bit too much.
No. I know you're playing. I'm just playing around too.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure we're on the same wavelength. But now, like, I do like Superman. I really love the animated series, especially whenever Lobo was a part of it.
Man, he's cool.
And also, like I said, the only issue I have is the DC is using him as an evil villain way too much.
Yeah, that's starting to really piss me off, and it goes against everything he believes in. It's just
I get why they like to use Superman because, let's be honest, Superman is basically a living god compared to people of Earth.
I don't consider him a god, but I don't. Hold on, I don't know why people consider him too much of a god. I believe he's just a man trying to do the right thing. He just has the powers and means to do so.
I said compared to people of Earth.
I know what you meant.
That he be a normal guy.
But I mean, like again, you got the whole Batman where he would be a massive threat, and I mean, yeah, at the same time because Superman is too powerful, like what's really a challenge. So I could see where Batman, evil Batman, would use some kind of virus thing on him that will weaken him to somewhat human level, so that way. We're not going.
No. Is the thing is like when they tried to make evil Batman, they made Batman metal, and I was like, that's cool and all, but I want to see something that's legitimate. I want to see how he gets evil. Like I want to see an actual evil Batman, just a straight up evil Batman. Like we got an evil Superman, we got plenty of that, but we only have one true evil Batman. That's Batman metal. We've seen an evil Batman before, but it wasn't to the point where it wasn't as like an oh my god moment like they have with Superman. I want to see an oh my god moment where Batman just straight up just becomes evil, and it has to be due to some traumatic reason. He just snaps.
Well,
like Dick Grayson dies or something.
If I could suggest something that might work, just change the roles and stuff. There was an episode of the 90s animated series.
Wait a minute. What if Batman had a gun?
Oh my god, that's already a comic.
Anyway.
Really?
Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Dee,
there was an episode from the 90s animated series. It turned out to be Scarecrow releasing fear gas and stuff, but we basically see Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, get knocked off a high building and hit by the police car that her father, Commissioner Gordon's in. He gets out of the car and goes and holds her, and he pulls the mask back and he realizes, holy shit, this is my daughter. And then you spend the whole episode where everyone is chasing Batman and Robin and trying to kill him because of what happened to Barbara.
Hello.
Basically do something like that.
Hey.
Because normally Commissioner Gordon is, level-headed and stuff. But when he sees his daughter, pretty much killed, all common sense goes out the window.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe also hi Sono. I'm thinking maybe what you can do is have the Scarecrow use some kind of permanent, or at least for the time being, fear toxin where it drives Batman mad. Because
everybody!
hey, Mike,
Hi, Dr.
hey,
Nick.
Yo.
first of all, it would
Batman.
first of all, it would be way too obvious for it to be the Joker that does Batman in, right? It's too obvious. So the Joker coming up with a fear toxin that would turn Batman insane, and then him, still having his intelligence, but kind of being the bad guy, that could work. Instead of having to rely on Superman snapping or whatever.
You know what I was thinking of an idea of making Common America an evil character, or make an evil version of that character. What that would be like.
I remember a comic series where the first one, Superman kills the Joker after the Joker manages to trick him into killing Lois Lane, who was pregnant with Superman's child at the time.
That's
And
Injustice.
Injustice?
Yeah, and see, that right there works because, to be fair, that would be appropriate. I mean, Superman accidentally killed someone he thought was Doomsday, but oh no, it's actually, Lois Lane.
And you want to be horrified by Superman killing the Joker, but then you're like, well, the Joker was kind of an asshole and tricked Superman into killing his pregnant girlfriend, wife, whatever.
Yes, I mean, that right there, that's obvious why Superman would turn evil.
Well, anyway, to catch up for both Mad Matt and Inferno, who just actually, along with the Brilliant Shadow, we were actually originally talking about fan service actually, freaking trying to ruin things like Fire Force, for instance. Which, by the way, first of all,
about that. Doesn't fan service usually enhance the experience?
it does,
Yes.
but
To be honest, I'm more neutral on fan service, but I'd rather it just stays with anime.
Yeah,
exactly.
man. I mean,
It's one of the mainstays of anime. You can't really take it away without it being just another cartoon. It's one of the things that defines it, and it's like,
I'm just gonna say this.
Also, guys, my phone's at like 2%, but once it reaches up to 20, I'll be back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we'll be here.
yeah.
I'm
Okay,
gonna.
I'm more of a.
Peace out,
Can I-
man.
Wait,
Right.
Wait, Mr. Anime, before I go, your streams usually be in 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure. Alright. Be back.
All right, we'll be here.
But
Okay, can I please say something?
Oh, Didi was talking for Spectre had to leave.
Oh, okay.
I gotta know, how many straight women wokies ogle the B shonens in manga?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I'm just saying. It's easy to claim that this is insulting to women when you conveniently ignore that horny straight women ogle the boys in manga.
Not just that, but also that they always talk about how they want to get the women's voices out there, stop erasing women, blah blah blah, yakety
They
smackety.
are aware that most manga is written by women, right?
Oh no, because they believe if it has an attractive woman. Hell, my personal favorite is whenever there's a woman with huge tits, these idiots will sit there and go, "This was made by a male," and no, fam.
Don't
This
forget,
was
where
made.
are her orchids?
Rising
Yeah.
of the Shield Hero.
Oh yeah, the Shield Hero. The
What about Redo of a Healer? That one was made by a female, wasn't it?
and my personal favorite was.
Rurikyo's a guy, and he actually wears a fox costume. So, but also here's another thing about Redo a Healer. It turns out that Rurisukyo, I actually heard, was actually a sexual assault victim. And also saying that men can't be sexually assaulted is kind of, what do I want to say there?
Okay.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay. What about the little boys? What about the little?
Yeah, that's a load of bullshit right there, man. I mean, you're telling me that men can't be sexually assaulted when
little boys?
Like, for example, and the funny thing is that when a woman rapes a man and gets pregnant, they still have to pay child support. I think we should repeal child support because it's used in such ways. If the government uses that power for evil, such an evil way, it should have that power taken away. Take away child support. The government's abusing it.
Hang on, guys. We'll be right back.
Using it. It's the fucking government, man.
Also, guys, Kitty was trying to say something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What about the little boys that get touched, huh? How about the teenage boys who get taken advantage of by their female teachers, but instead of being like, that's awful, it's like, oh, I don't know why he's so upset. He got with a hot woman. And it's like, he was a child taken advantage of.
And then they sack him for child support. It's like, come on, he was raped.
But of course, you gotta remember, we live in a screwed up society where the government, it has that neck-bearded nice guy simp mentality where milady it can be protected. Meanwhile, us males just are just shut up and accept it. Like,
Clockwork did a good episode of this with Ike as the young boy being taken advantage of, and you have Kyle who is sane and realizes, hey, what the fuck, my brother's 4 years old, and you're like, what, in your late 20s, early 30s, and he goes to the cops and they're like, okay, what does the man look like? And he says, actually, it's a woman. She's my brother's kindergarten teacher. And the cops are like, nice. Like, no, this is an adult taking advantage of a child. A child that hasn't even reached double digits yet.
But of course, though, because these idiots, they want to sit there and act as if all of us guys enjoy being touched. Yeah. Listen, I am a horn dog. I am horny 24/7. But guess what? If I do not consent to that touch, you don't fucking touch me. Like
and men can't defend themselves because they'll be called because they'll be called violence against women. Even if it's in self-defense, the thing is that juries are simps. They'll just simp for the woman and put the guy away for years.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be honest. If I ever end up on a jury for such a case, I'm gonna be like the 12 Angry Old Men movie where I'm like, until I see every bit of evidence showing that this guy beat the woman without it being self-defense, I'm not saying he abused her, because I'm sorry, but if a woman fights back, it's considered self-defense. But if a guy doesn't, oh, how could you hit a woman? And it's like, the bitch started it. She fucking started it. She deserves to be slapped for that.
And I brought this up several times. I remember that one video where the guy was standing against the wall, and the woman was just slapping him. Meanwhile, there's a crowd of people just watching, And as soon as the man walked forward, wait, hold up, no, wait, no, you can't do it, no, wait, blah, 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 blah. Where the fuck was that energy at when she attacked?
Well,
This is why it's almost like men have to wear body cameras like the police do to clear their name if someone wants to claim brutality. It's
Yeah,
like
that
men
is
have to wear men have to wear body cameras to prove their innocence. It should be the other way around.
well, this is what.
Yeah, and then you have these simp ass cops always fucking siding with the woman and all of that. It's like, come on, do your fucking job properly.
I always have to wonder how many domestic violence convictions are actually wrongful convictions because of just the court system being a bunch of simps.
Well, this is why guys now have to make a paper trail if they want to, have consummation with a woman, because they need to make sure she can't go back later if she regrets doing it and saying, "Oh, he forced himself on me." He basically needs a signed document or video footage of her agreeing to the sex.
Yeah, and remember the last stream I brought up that whole billboard poster, whatever, where Marsha and Bob, the names of the moment, they went out to get drinks, got hammered, had sex, but Marsha regretted it, and so apparently it's considered rape.
Yeah, I'm going to say this. If the guy was drunk too, well, then she raped him because he wasn't in his right mind to consent either.
Yeah, but of course you gotta remember, screw what the guy wants, right? We are. It's just again.
No. If someone tries to pull that shit where they say, "Oh, we were both drunk, but I didn't want to have sex," I'm like, well, if we're saying being drunk isn't consent and he was drunk as well, then you're just as bad because he wasn't in his right mind to consent. This ain't a thing where the guy is obviously sober and he forces himself on a woman.
I'll be right back.
Both parties were fucking drunk.
Yeah, and again, it's just a sad, messed up system that we live in because we men. And what's funny is you got these women who come up and say, "We women have it bad." Guys catcalled us, and I guarantee you, no guy catcalled these ugly ass donkeys. But guys catcalled us, and we got to be on guard 24. Listen, we guys can be at work minding our own business, and if we get a customer who's a woman's, order wrong or whatever, she can easily just say, "I was touched by him." I mean, you know how many Karen videos I've seen where there's this one Karen video. This massive land well was lying on this man's car. By the way, the car was in neutral. He wasn't driving or anything. She was just laying on this poor man's car. So F for the car, by the way. And screaming like, I don't know her husband's name, but it's like, "Michael, call the cops." She has she's on the phone with the police still. "Help me! He's running me over! Help me!" And it's like the guy's recording this. Thankfully, the guy in the car is recording this mad woman, and it's just like, what the hell? You don't see a man doing this to a woman, because if he did, of course, society would be on her side and whatever. But when a woman does it to a man, it's like, you had it coming, you disgusting male with a penis and Y chromosome.
The problem is feminism.
Yes.
No, modern
That's
feminism is the problem.
Yeah, we gotta say modern.
60s and stuff, that was because women did deserve the chance that if they were good at a job, they get paid the same or better than a man.
But at the same time, you had developments like in the radical, you have radical feminists. And, that became the new feminism. Like, you cannot deny that.
Yeah, especially Margaret
old
Atwood, who's
feminism
a
isn't
hack
feminism
fucking
anymore.
writer.
Okay, look, I'm all for basically like suing a company or something if they choose a guy who's worse than a woman applying for the same position. But if a guy is better at the job, I want the guy who's better at the job. If I'm given the choice between a woman who's had like 10 years of heart surgery versus a guy who's had 15 years, I want the guy who's had 15 years working on my ticker because I want to be able to wake up the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
But-
the problem is that it's the baggage, like the whole Duluth model, where the man is always the perpetrator.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing.
Especially in modern day fucking comics.
The whole
too.
Violence Against Women Act that basically said, again, the man is always the perpetrator. It's the same damn. It's become about not about equality but revenge.
Mm-hmm.
They want revenge for people in the past. Just the
And
same thing with critical race theory.
Oh yeah, I especially hate critical race theory. I mean, you're gonna tell me I'm a piece of shit just because of my fucking skin color? Get the fuck out of my face, motherfucker!
It's not about equality. It's revenge.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm concerned on that one. But also, here's another thing: if Martin Luther King Jr. were still alive today, I bet you he would just be absolutely furious about some of the shit that's actually been going on with
We got an example of what he might have said in the Boondocks.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Get it,
the Boondocks
Definitely how it would go down. That's definitely how it would go down if Martin Luther King was still alive and he came back and all of that stuff.
Which isn't that episode banned because apparently Adult Swim thought it was bad, even though the Boondocks was made by a 99% black people.
I don't know, man. These people are so
The reason
fucking.
the creator
stupid,
of the
man.
Boondocks gets so much hate is because he basically points out the truth, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're a traitor to your race," and it's like, why? Because he points out you're doing stupid shit that makes you look bad.
Oh, and also one other thing I do want to throw out there too. By the way, one thing I want to throw out there too. By the way,
I just want to know why people often tell the truth are often always getting shit on.
because we tell the truth and it hurts. Meanwhile, the lies feel good to these wokey species.
Hey, I get told that I have internal misogyny because I think wokey women are idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
don't forget, you aren't real because you're not a real bisexual woman to these idiots because you find Lady D from the village attractive and insert any other fictional character here
I let her
appealing, but you hate Abby, so of course you gotta be problematic. Which, by the way, they're erasing you, and they want to sit there and talk about, stop erasing the LGBT, stop erasing women, stop erasing blah blah blah.
Stop erasing me, and then
Nobody's
I'll say
erasing your
stop
dumbass.
erasing the community.
I mean, they want who they deem worthy in their fucking community. They want those who they find acceptable to their standards. That's why these idiots then complain about that fat loser Fortnite with the cotton candy hair and beard who was a
God, that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And none of them said a damn thing. None of them say anything when these individuals have been pointed out as being, pedos or whatever. But if any of us was to look at lowly art, oh my God, FBI, open up. We gotta call the cops right now. Oh my God. Like, really?
Well, hell, any art of hot, sexy babes. FBI, open up, motherfucker!
Like, that's like, seriously? You're going to complain that I'm looking at Hana in a string bikini, but yet you're not going to complain about that monkey baboon rainbow dildo fucker who did that thing in the library. Get your priorities straight,
That's what
motherfucker.
the FBI should be after, not people like us who just want to enjoy a hot illustrated babe, even a fucking string bikini, for God's sakes.
And you know what? And I predicted years ago, before they started when they first started targeting Lolicon, I predicted the goalposts that they would move, And I was well, I wouldn't say I was kind of surprised, but I was not shocked that it's expanded to the point where they even called Uzaki a child. I predicted that this goalpost, like when people say, well, lolicon is bad, well, where do you draw the line? They couldn't like this was like when people first started saying, well, we need to ban lolicon. I was like, well, if you can ban that, where do you draw the line? Like, where do you get to the point where it's not where it would not be illegal anymore? Like, where would that line be? It would depend on the judge and jury and all that. Well, you know that with art styles and stuff that a person might interpret it differently. So, are you gonna basically you're basically forcing artists to roll the dice every time they post a picture of an illustrated anime character online? They'd be rolling the dice that some prosecutor somewhere in the country might want to put them in jail for it. And it's like, and we've seen that in the private sector with Patreon, like with private businesses, Patreon, like Patreon, DeviantArt, and all them.
My God. I'm looking through while y'all are talking. Someone posted a screenshot from Ask Men on Reddit. Let me read this to you and let you see why I'm annoyed. This guy says, a woman smacked my ass when I passed her at a bar. I yelled at her pretty loud about how I'd be in cuffs if I did it. She doesn't even know me, etc. Guess it was a bit of a scene and someone called the police. And I had no clue until they showed up 20 minutes later. They grabbed me and said someone was screaming and being aggressive towards a woman at the bar and that I fit the description. I explained exactly why I was yelling. They let her go because she was crying. Told me to leave the bar and go home for the night. I was sexually assaulted and had to leave the premises because the woman was upset. Still fills me with infinite rage to this day when I think about it.
Of course. Right?
Honestly, you know what's going to start happening? What's going to start happening is that I suspect that people are going to start killing these women someday.
Yeah, and it's going to get to that point, and I hope that does happen. I'm sick of this shit.
And mind you,
I'm not doing it. I'm not a killer. I'm not a killer. I won't do it. But
mind you, by the way, it's just like what I said. It's this whole simp ass virgin neckbeard energy where, oh no, milady is crying. I must tell you, good sir, to get out of this bar because milady is like, shut up, you pathetic loser.
Yeah,
I was harassed.
And this is why men need to wear body cameras to prove their innocence, when it should be that the cops have to prove guilt. But no, and because of that, the men say, well, I'm going to go to jail anyway. I might as well kill this bitch, and you'll have more, and the murder rate will go up. You know, and of course they'll use that to justify more and more laws. You know, more and more spying and more government intrusion into our lives.
I'm gonna say this. If it had been me, if I had been there and witnessed it, I'd be like, hey, you're really not telling him to go home, right? Because he's not the one who slapped someone's ass without their permission. And I will beat her for him, since apparently woman-on-woman violence isn't a thing. Basically,
Well,
I'll punish her for this poor guy, since he's not allowed to touch her without risking getting arrested. I will do it. I will fucking beat a bitch if she touches a guy and says, what are you gonna do? Hit me? Like, no one's gonna mess with me. I'm like, oh bitch, you just gave me a reason to crack my knuckles.
And not just that, but again, it's like what I said before. If I don't give you consent to touch me, you don't fucking touch, especially if I don't know you. Like, I mean, to you guys, if you're going to a con, yeah, bro hug, whatever, sure, right? But, I mean, if we go to a con and some random motherfucker ropes my ass, there is a 99% chance that I'm going to elbow them because that's instinct. Like, you can ask that bastard who touched my ass. Mind you, it was a guy, by the way. He just roped my ass because he thought it was funny, and I instinctively just elbowed him in the fucking throat. He complained like a little bitch about it because he's a little bitch. But it's like, what you doing touching my ass, dude? You got a wife, by the way. What the hell are you touching a guy's ass?
I guess you could call. Well, why they don't have to do that anymore. Come on, it's 2021. They could come out of the closet.
But like, no. And I'm pretty sure I speak for us all when I say, if I tell you not to touch it, if I don't consent, you don't fucking touch me. And it was also funny, I want to throw out there for oh yeah, that nice. But one thing I do want to throw out there, because a buddy of mine, when we were going out to eat and chill and stuff, he was talking. Well, we were talking and stuff. It's like, for a guy who's into BDSM, I find it kind of weird because of your past, right? You being bullied, beaten on, yada yada yada. And I told him, listen, first and foremost, there's a difference between BDSM and that right there. With BDSM comes, first of all, respect, neutral ground and stuff, and also consent. If I just like with the first of all, the role plays that we do, Sono knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's a game. It's not real. Like, I say a lot of crazy stuff like, throw me into a volcano, and I don't literally want to be thrown into a damn volcano, but it's role play. It's just a little game. It's not meant to be taken seriously, and it's different from me minding my own business and someone grabbing my ass or punching me. Like, nah, dude, I don't know you. What the fuck you think you're doing?
Yeah.
What's another thing that really gets me, guys, is how, like, me wearing an Ahegao shirt like this, like my Ahegao hoodie, they actually say it's actually freaking pornographic if you actually wear this out in public.
It's only pornographic if you think of it as pornographic. For all you know, these girls are drooling because they see a nice juicy hamburger.
Isn't one of them a guy?
I'm making a point here. I'm making a point here. They have liquids oozing from their mouth. They might be drooling over seeing a juicy hamburger. You don't know why they have liquids coming out of their mouth. If you decide to have your mind go to that reason, you're the dirty-minded individual, not the person wearing the shirt.
And that's what's up, but also kind of branching up that for a moment. You look
anything is pornographic if you're brave enough.
But like it's the same thing.
It's a thing.
But it's the same thing with lodies, though. If you look at a lodi in a bikini at the beach, mind you, where bikinis would be a thing, you think, this is pedophilia. Dude, what does that say about you? What does that say about you when you go to a real life beach and see little girls in bikinis? Because you're the one that needs to get yourself checked, not anyone else here, Sam.
I mean, isn't there a song called
Oh yeah,
Bikini?
Oh God, yes.
I actually looked up the song to find out stuff about it, and while that song's usually used with women,
this year we have
who will actually wear yellow polka dot bikinis to match the song. It was actually about a 2-year-old little girl who had one of those cute little bikinis that little girls wear,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, wow, y'all basically took a song about a little girl playing in the water in a new swimsuit and turned it into something fucked up.
I actually didn't know that, and I think that's one of the things is people might not know the context behind the song.
Hey, yeah, I'm just saying, if we're gonna say everything is fucking pornographic, I might as well make sure people who look at the song because they think it's about a woman in a polka dot bikini know that they're simping for a child. I mean, considering when the song was made, she's not a child anymore, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. I also
but the thing is, people don't know the context. And I think most people don't know that, and so like in the cultural context, it's people think it's about a woman, so that's what happens.
Look,
I also,
I'm just saying, if people are going to say loli are children, despite the fact one Google search would tell you a loli is someone who has a youthful appearance.
Well, the Google kind of manipulates the results to back up the antes.
oh, just like if you type in Thor right now, you will get basically a fat, snobbish individual. In case you don't know what I'm talking about,
That's not fair. Thor let himself go because he blamed himself for what happened. That's different. You tell any woman who's had to deal with the fact that something bad happened and they blame themselves. You tell me you haven't gained a pound or two out of depression.
Well, what I was talking about was in the new God of War video game, Thor is fat, and apparently when you type in Google, you'll get these results that say, he's kind of sluggish and overweight and stuff like that. I forgot exactly what it is, but like what Cerner was saying, Google ain't always 100%, especially if you're looking up Japanese words or any other words, because it's like it will be right, but it won't be 100% right, which is why I always rely on actual Japanese people and not Google or fucking Unseen Penis, aka Unseen Japan.
Unseen Chungus.
I still say
Unseen Japan has teeth that remind me of a British person.
I still say
he thinks like a British person too.
Anyway, I still say he kidnapped his wife. No sane woman would willingly marry him.
I'm just thinking, when he's on the computer,
fucking hut in real life.
I'm just thinking, when he's on the computer, sticking it to the throat, saying, "You all have weeb mentality, you stupid weebs. I know everything about Japan because I are smart." I'm just imagining his wife is in the living room, smoking her 10th pack of cigarettes and thinking, "I always wondered what did real dick feels like, because the husband I married has no dick. The only thing I have to show..."
She has a giant dildo in her dresser.
Oh, God. I'm starting to think it's a dragon dildo.
It could be a Vienna sausage, and it would still be bigger than Unseen Japan's tiny baby dick.
Also, to bring up a point that Dionysus actually made, remember when you were actually saying that if Lily is actually considered CP or cheese pizza in your terms, wouldn't also liking zombies like from Zombieland Saga be considered necrophilia? Or
yeah, I mean that's yeah. I mean
as zoophilia.
Exactly. It's like what I brought up in my video when I talked about the whole Lolicon Sholicon thing. Like if they want to sit there and say, "Oh, this is pedophilic, which is illegal." Okay, cool. So necrophilia is illegal, but yet you want to bang insert vampire or zombie character here.
How about Legoshi from Beastars? That's bestiality.
Exactly, and don't forget, we actually see some scenes with Legoshi in horror, which in technicality would be, I mean, would that be illegal, or would that just be National Geographic? I mean, there's no different than watching, Animal Planet, seeing two animals.
But mammals will let you do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
You and me, baby, nothing but mammals.
Oh, God. No, that song was actually just freaky. Please do not get that song in my head because I do not need that there. Okay, thank you very much.
But it's just, again, they want to sit there and play it's pedophilia because little children, which, okay, fine. Where is your sense on masturbating to zombies, girls, and vampires, and,
But that's different!
No.
Of course it is.
No, it ain't.
Because remember, just like what Cerno has said multiple times here, they keep moving the fucking goalpost.
Exactly.
Okay, for a palate cleanser, I just spam tweeted a bunch of food porn.
Yay.
Oh man, that's gonna be pretty freaking hilarious. And I bet you he will freaking lose his brain cell. I bet you he'll be freaking lose his mind that he actually has to make another freaking attack video against me.
Oh, are you talking about big fat
Butterboy.
Yeah, because it was
Butterboy?
Yeah, Butterboy. Because basically, he still thinks that Rito Healer needs to be censored. I'm still freaking for free speech and
He's talking like Anita Sarkeesian.
No, he's talking like himself because
I'm starting to think he is the male version of Anita Sarkeesian.
Every
Exactly.
word he says for eating butter.
Or would Normalities be Anita Sarkeesian? He'd be Jonathan McIntosh.
Mm.
Ooh.
Or Neil Cuckman for that matter, because freaking Neil Cuckman is kind of like he's actually kind of a synth to freaking Anita Sarkeesian.
Of
And
course
also,
he is. The dude
But
has
Yakuza
bad
Western Killer
women
doesn't
there.
work at any studios or anything, so he wouldn't be, because Neil Druckmann actually has a job within the industry.
Sadly,
Yakuza
he has a
Western Killer
job.
doesn't.
No, he's just a fat motherfucker who's just, on
Well,
the internet.
To be fair, I'm quite overweight as well, but at least I don't go out of my way to piss people off like he does. Unless they're an antsy, I piss them off.
Mr. Anthony, did you see the thing I sent?
yes, I did. I saw that, and basically, I just couldn't help but freaking laugh because that was just super hilarious. And I definitely love Boxing Donuts. I mean,
But
I love
listen up,
Clarence,
I
and I
do
love Boxing Donuts. Those are my two personal favorites, but just see that it's just freaking hilarious.
My.
I'm just waiting for someone to do anthropomorphized food, and then people start looting it, so I can say, food porn.
Man.
Dude, I just
what?
Good.
Also, one thing I do want to say about the whole fat thing, like, yeah, I know, we can be a little harsh on the whole, well, when it comes to Butterboy, but here's one thing I do want to throw out there. There are also some fat people. There's nothing wrong with being overweight. I'll be honest with you, I'm maybe 50 pounds overweight. I want to lose that weight. That way I can hopefully cosplay as a Starfo.
I want to lose weight so that I don't end up dying from COVID if I get it again.
Well, what I was going to say was, like, take Didi, for instance. She is a big girl, which is also considered a BBW, or big beautiful woman. Now, Didi, and I say this platonically, looks like a lovely woman, and she has a nice personality, unlike a Trigglypuff, who is a Karen, who will sit there and ree at the top of their lungs because how dare the fictional character have boobies? Why don't I look like
Yeah, I will definitely say Dee Dee is definitely a lot more attractive looking than Trigglypuff.
I'm actually down to 274 in weight now. When I first started exercising and stuff more because my doctor was worried, I was 295.
Well, congrats, Dee Dee.
Congrats!
Also, that being said, though, insert Motu Motu song here. But, no, Motu Motu, I didn't say motorboat. But, anywho. But no, like, BBWs and SS BBWs, which I absolutely love. Fat women.
Can someone look at the comment? I'm confused by it.
Yeah, okay, oh my god, there's so much white NBA. The only difference is the one is defending Lodi. Wow, Universe 4 only it's mad. Wait, what?
Huh?
Okay, let me do that again. Oh my god, there is. Okay. Anyway, I am.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to comprehend so much What the fuck
Dude,
are
that's a word salad. Like I like white NBA, apparently basketball, and like
No, Mad
you know
Black
what? You know what?
Atheist.
Let's huh?
Mad Black Atheist, aka Mad Black Entertainment. Because basically, that person probably might think that I'm actually being a white freaking Mad Black Atheist. And basically, here's the thing. Hold on. Somebody put something in the private chat. English, does he speak it? I doubt, he speaks English.
Yeah, I get the feeling he only talks retardedese.
Actually, wait, hold on, guys. To be fair, maybe English isn't the person's natural language. Like they were an actual nice person.
Oh fuck! I forgot to.
Bleeding Shadow.
I forgot to add motherfucker to it. I was trying to make a Pulp Fiction reference.
Actually, I see what you're going for.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Basically, I love Pulp Fiction. I love Jules. I love Samuel L. Jackson.
All right, I'm back.
Oh man, Samuel L. Jackson is such an awesome actor. I mean, the dude played Afro Samurai, for God's sakes.
And he's also a fan of anime as well, including hentai.
What's Pulp
Did
Fiction?
not know that about him, but I knew he loved anime, and that's one of the reasons why I love him. My other,
he actually loves the Blue Girl, aka that ninja.
Guys.
Hang on.
Oh, guys, what's Pulp Fiction?
Oh man, I know dumbass.
Pulp Fiction? Where have you been, man?
How old are you?
Yeah, should we call you
18 turning 19.
So you're a whippersnapper. We're just old people up in here.
Yeah, crunchy old assholes, really.
But we're much more lewd.
Hey, I have a Blanche Devereaux, thank you.
Yeah.
But no, what I was saying before.
Yeah, but I'm a wannabe boomer, so.
But what I was wanting to say though before Word Salad guy came on to the PM there, but no, there's nothing wrong with being fat or having a fat character in fiction whatsoever. I mean, okay, case in point, like I said, I do like big women. Imi Isuzu from Tencho Tenchi, Boa Marigold from One Piece, and Pretty Angel from Black Clover. There's several other BBW characters in anime that I'm absolutely grateful.
Steven Universe actually had a couple of characters that were heavy set.
Yeah, Amethyst and
yeah, I also gotta give mention to Miwako from 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. I mean, she's pretty heavy set, and she's actually a really good character.
And also, let's not forget Ada Candy from Wonder Woman comics, who was destroyed by some dumbass who decided to make her hate being fat and hate Wonder Woman because, of course.
Yeah, she lost all the weight, and they had her have an eating disorder afterwards. So when Wonder Woman's like, "Why the hell aren't you eating? You know how unhealthy that is." She's like, "You're the reason why I don't eat. Because how can I compare to you? Basically a goddess." And I'm like, "You motherfuckers, you ruined her."
And by the way, remember, they always want to sit there and talk about body positivity and all of this and that when it suits them. Like, they want us to like, fat bitch from Dumpster Fire, but yet you change this character who was a great BBW positive role model, because why not? And I still
could hold her own in the first few series comics. She could hold her own. She could kick your ass. Hell, she could sit on your ass after kicking your ass, so you couldn't get away.
Yes, and also one thing I do want to talk about too. I absolutely hate the part in the Lion King movie where, I know I already said this, but to be fair, that stream got deleted because of idiots. But where the hyenas are supposed to call Puma a pig, to which he's like, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?" They call me Mr. Pig, and then he beats the crap out of him. That was funny. That would still be funny today. And if anything, that right there could, in technicality, be a fat positive message saying like, "Yeah, I'm."
Yeah,
a heavy
so
set
what?
true
character
fat
owning
positivity,
being
man.
heavy.
Wait, what?
I said a heavy set character owning that they're heavy.
Yeah, exactly. But instead we get. Did you just the highness call him chubby? To which he's like, excuse you, did you call me chubby? Because that is not okay. I am proud of my body. It totally takes away from the badassery that is. I'm Mr. Pig.
Ah!
Just like the reason why my best friend, he's been my best friend since I was 16 years old, and he's a big guy, and he owned his fatness, I guess you could say, by having the nickname Fat Boy. Like he owned it, and he was an awesome guy too.
Oh, man, I gotta say, I've actually been seeing this on Twitter a lot, and basically, I really gotta say this. There's actually this like one mobile game called Demon Isekai Waifu, which is actually doing a collab with the interspecies reviewers.
Oh,
And you can actually have
my.
some like you can actually have some of the interspecies reviewer girls as like waifus.
Please tell me the Minotaur girls are in it. Please tell me the Minotaur girls are in it.
What about the slime girls?
I have not known that about you,
And
but I've actually
at
saw
least
some in there.
at least in that show, at least Stunk isn't getting let's just say harassed by them like Luca did in Monster Girl Quest.
Man, I keep missing Lane's stream because I have work in the morning, and when he does it, it's 11 o'clock my time and stuff.
Oh.
It really sucks.
Trash pandas!
Yeah, I know. I kind of wish he would do it at a different time. It's just ugh. And because of the time he does it, he can only do it 2 days a week.
Yeah, and also I really don't want to mention either one of our VTubers because I'm always afraid that any haters of Mr. A here are going to harass them, and no, they don't need that.
Let's not have Fat Bastard go after these poor VTubers.
Oh, if he did, I would love to see Fat Bastard banned from every single fucking platform. Because I would want us to flag rate that person if he actually. Because going after someone like he would, I bet you that would be a TOS violation.
Not just that, but I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone on
Get in my belly!
We shouldn't have to do that because of that one fat bastard.
But one thing I will say though, and I believe I can speak for everyone on our VTuber server, is if anyone even so much as insults any of those three, everyone will not only make sure that they flag that individual, but make sure they never get on Twitch ever again.
Well, hey, it's why LC Alucard. Every time someone tries to cancel LC Alucard, they get canceled themselves just by losing all their audience.
And I love that. I hope that happens with all VTubers because first of all three of them are great. They're wonderful people, and I absolutely enjoy all three of them. And it ticks me off.
I like teasing Dawn.
It ticks me off whenever some loser wants to come and be a nuisance. Also, I'm gonna be honest with you, Sino. I doubt any of our guys will watch this, but if so, I do apologize. I will say this though. Ryan and CPU saying I don't hate them, but it's just they're a little extra. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I had the reason why me and CPU Saiyan actually had a we actually had a conflict over because I don't know if I should say it. It's about, I don't know. I'll just type it in the chat.
Yeah, put in the PM. Put in the PM. And also, please, Mr. A, do not say it out loud, since this is clearly supposed to be, anonymous.
Oh,
Okay, well,
oh,
since this is
Dean,
going to be in private chat, I won't actually, read it out loud. But here's the thing: I wanted to actually clarify something. Freaking Yakuza Western Killer, aka Sack That Betty, as like DD actually calls him. He actually did this fake ass exposed video on me. That's what actually made me actually think that he fired the first shot, because basically he actually, called me Homer Quartz. He actually, had to go and actually make a meme of me.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm sorry for taking too long. I'm doing something right now, so you're gonna have to wait another minute. I'll be done. And Yakuza Western Killer is a fat fucking failure.
Oh, hold on. GD was about to ask me something, though, guys. GD was about to ask me something.
I sent
Okay,
you
Dean,
something
go ahead.
on Discord.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's BS right there. I mean, if he's, well, I'm not gonna say it, but. Oh, and also on the off chance that one of our VTubers are watching, I do apologize, because I know y'all, you try the best to keep the peace and everything, but it's just, there's some people who are a bit too much for any of us.
And I'm afraid that one of these people might. I'm afraid that because Dawn agrees with us, I'm afraid that if one of them turns out to be an anti, that they might one day flip on Dawn and start trying to get her banned and shit. If that happens, I say that if that ever happens, like one of the moderators should immediately ban them from the Twitch chat, the Discord, and basically, I don't want anyone who would basically snitch. Is what I'm afraid of. Like they might,
And
I say snitches get stitches is my policy here. I would go hard after them if they came after either Dawn, Lane, or Vene. I'd go after them full stop. No one touches them.
Or send them to Detroit.
Not Detroit!
No, not Detroit, you bastard!
But like, no, I mean, I totally agree with you,
guys,
because
guys, I know
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna.
please, something to say. Hey, could you please shout
I know
out?
I'm gonna come across as incredibly stupid, but what's Detroit?
Lord.
Michigan.
Lord help me.
You really have been living under a rock, didn't ya?
Okay, are we gonna have to have a movie night in Discord?
yes, let's move it.
Yes, we're gonna have that Kentucky Fried Movie. Ho!
Wait, Kentucky Fried what?
The Kentucky Fried Movie is so freaking hilarious. It's like, super raunchy as hell. If you actually freaking did like an Alex DeLarge from a Clockwork Orange, like having strapped down in a freaking straitjacket, it just like had those things like, freaking like that, like fixed to their eyes and put eye drops in their eyes.
Treatment, motherfucker.
They would actually freaking lose their minds to that movie. That would be absolutely just
Also, I'm still calling fucking bullshit on Space Jam 2 for having a Clockwork Orange but removing Pepe.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
that's why we need the Ludovico treatment to these dipshits. Stat!
Also, Cerno, private message. I got something for you. I said something.
But the thing is, Pepe Le Pew, yeah, he chases a girl, but there have been shorts where the girl, aka Penelope Pussycat,
Backseat gamer. That's not as bad as what I was thinking about someone going after someone.
Okay. Anyway, Pepe Le Pew.
No.
There has actually been a shorts of
That's
Pepe
nothing.
Le Pew where Penelope Pussycat chases after him, and he's not all cool with it. And that's funny because he doesn't seem to because with him, he doesn't realize that the reason Penelope doesn't want to be near him is because he fucking stinks, because he's a fucking skunk. But Penelope gets all rough, and he's like, no means no. But they get rid of him because of that. But they keep Clockwork Orange, a movie that has a scene where the main character and his friends break into a writer's house, beat the shit out of him, and then rape his wife in front of him. But clearly Pepe's the problem.
Yeah.
What did someone do?
Clockwork Orange. That's one movie I'm not going to force on anyone who hasn't.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's not do it, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to force it on anyone either, but I still pretty much preferred it. In fact, I even actually had, like, from my Magical Girl series, like Magical Murder Trap Teki-kun, it turns out that, my protagonist, he likes reading the novelized version of Clockwork Orange. And the other girl, Sakura, she actually loves reading freaking The Catcher in the Rye.
Catcher in the Rye, huh?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's just absolutely hypocritical, and also it's they pick and choose when they're offended or when they're not offended, because they have no issue with Clockwork Orange apparently, but Pepe Le Pew, no, we gotta get rid of him. We gotta censor that.
I think the thing is they want to go after cartoons because it seems like, like the thing is, I think the real reason the whole lolicon debate is going on at all is because, like, remember how before 2018, there was articles in Salon and all these others that were pro pedophilia, basically. All of a sudden,
they were pro pedophilia. They're part of the fucking elite.
Right, and then they did a 180. I think the thing is that the reason why they're not why they switched is they want to attack anime and get anime destroyed, and then they'll go back to their previous position. I think that it's just convenient for them so that they could maybe get anime censored all to hell, or even banned and outright and made illegal. Because of the whole lolicon thing, that's their backdoor into making things illegal. Because that's their one way that they can get a foothold and then move the goalposts from there, like we've seen.
I think y'all know my position on pedophiles.
Yeah,
send them all to Detroit.
No, send them to Wood. Oh, I was gonna say Wood Chipper, but that might upset some people.
I prefer my idea for child predators. We stick them on an island with a boat circling, and if they try to leave so they can go diddle little children, they get shot in the head by a guy on the boat.
Yeah.
Or the island
wait, the Hunger Games. But the
put them on
winner
Bikini Atoll and nuke it again.
No, we are not doing the Hunger Games because that implies someone will get to go back to society, DNA.
Oh no, Dee, the plot twist is as soon as so they won, right? They're excited, they get to be free, and as they walk towards the door and about to touch it,
yeah, but anyway,
shot.
guys, I'm gonna have to call it
basically the whole plot of the Running Man.
Hey guys. I actually hate to do this, but I gotta call it good here because I'm actually gonna be heading to town here in a few minutes. So,
well, we'll have another one at some point this week, right?
I'm actually gonna be doing another one tomorrow. So yeah, because
tomorrow.
Okie.
So anyway,
let's
let's
do
get
our
our
usual.
out of the way, and let's actually start with the Bleeding Shadow.
Stick with the shadows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you. Also, I'm a is it hold up. Is it okay if is it possible for a zoomer like me to become a boomer sooner?
I don't know how it works.
I have.
It can work.
I apologize.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I'm a wannabe boomer, so.
All right. Anyway,
hey, better a wannabe boomer than a fucking zoomer.
Well,
I'm a
anyway,
millennial, so
you're up.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Not much for me, folks. Just be excellent to each other and party the fuck on, dudes. And any pedophiles who basically want to diddle little kids, there is a special place in hell for y'all, motherfuckers.
Thank you.
Oh God. Anyway,
Nice.
Sir,
you like-
I believe.
thanks, Erno.
Yep. People are afraid to speak the truth, but the more afraid we are, the more afraid we are, the more we hate the ones who do speak the truth.
All right.
Yeah,
Dio?
that is true.
Well, Sir, I got one last thing in the PM for you. But with that being said, it was a great stream. Also, I'm glad that we came to terms with the whole Superman thing. And as to what else? Oh, dear God, this is the third time I forgot to bring up that stupid Dusty Sword. Okay, tomorrow we're talking about Dusty Sword Lesbian as soon as I get here because I want y'all's opinion. I'm pretty sure I already know what it is, but I want
Oh
y'all's
yeah,
opinion.
that.
Because,
That'll be interesting tomorrow.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, but other than
Yeah,
that,
one
though,
tomorrow.
Japan, South Korea, keep making beautiful characters, keep making beautiful games. Don't be afraid
South
of the.
Korea is a bit cucked though, since you can be arrested there for having porn.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about like the Project Eve. Well, I'll tell you
Oh,
in
yeah.
John.
That's basically outlawed feminine men.
Yeah,
That's
China
China.
did. Yeah, China did.
Hey,
but
wasn't it China?
yeah,
Yeah.
China, yeah. But
Yeah, China
like,
China is what they want us to be like.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
pretty much.
anywho. But with that being said, my glorious degenerates, remember to let your desires burn brightly.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Anyway, Dio, we're actually getting our final goodbyes out of the way now.
Okay. I want to say this. I do apologize for being gone so long because I've been fucking interrupted. So I do apologize.
Interrupted and then erupted.
Yeah, pretty much. I will be doing a stream with you guys sometime around on one of my channels, so I can set my own time and do it in my own perfect time because today wasn't the time. So I do apologize, but I will be streaming soon, and I'm gonna invite you guys on so we can talk about some stuff. How does that sound?
My
Well,
phone
that's all right.
when I don't like using my
Mhm.
iPad, so
Okay,
right.
so I will be doing that. And as always, everyone keep rocking the dragon. And as for Yakuza Western Killer, bitch, you better do something about that weight or it's gonna affect you later, you fucking faggot.
As soon as all it takes is him to get COVID.
Yeah. Anyway, Didi, you're on.
okay. Anyone complaining about anime and stuff, sit your fucking ass down because the stuff you like ain't exactly innocent either. Cooties. And fat bastard, why don't you eat another gallon tub of Bluebell Country ice cream?
Hey, ice cream's good. Leave ice cream out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave ice cream out of this.
That's an insult to ice cream itself. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, Dionysus fucking says he eats butter. That's an insult to butter.
I mean, okay,
True.
fine.
Okay.
God damn, man.
Guys, that's up to me. Well, guys, I really enjoyed actually having you guys on board. I mean, don't freaking bitch about fan service and anime because we the fans deserve something, and that's the selling point of anime and manga. Because we actually want something. Fan service is actually what we enjoy most. Yeah, I'll be right there with you. But anyway, guys.
Besides giant robots and giant robots and cyberpunk, but that's just me.
Yeah, anyway. But just remember these three things, guys. Respect the waifus, enjoy your fandoms, anime is freedom. And until tomorrow, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, sign everyone.
See you later, masturbator.
Bye bye.
Peace the fuck out,